Seereal squad. What's going on, man? Happy holidays to everyone. The holidays is over. I hope everybody's New Year's, Christmas was good, man. We on the last episode of Scary, the insane, crazy ghost stories, man. It was pretty exciting. This is the last one. This one is pretty much the New Year's Eve horror stories. It's for at least 5 months. And guys, I be just searching all the time for stuff, and I found certain stuff. Oh yeah, and my boy sees this. This was his old clothing line from 25 Athletics. I'm trying to get him to, try to get certain stuff and back at it, right? So yeah, trying to get everything back to normal. Hold on, man. That mic is not really right there. Alright, cool. Alright, we're gonna get really back into this, you know what I'm saying? I ordered a new, well, I haven't used order yet, but I'm gonna get a new mic, After these episodes, we're gonna do it on my new computer. We're gonna try it out with the webcam. I might have to get a crazy more webcam. Eventually, we're gonna get into the Mac, and the Mac's gonna cost a little lot, but you gotta start somewhere, so. Alright, man. Also, too, so I'm not trying to smoke too much, so I'm trying to do during the day, took the day off. So we got this one. Hybrid. Shout out to Smoke Shop. It's 11G, so we're gonna do that. Alright, let's get into this, man. 3, 2, 1. Try to make sure my earphones on. Oh, hold on a sec, y'all. Phew. Hey, no, see, this is why I can't wait to get the other computer, man. I can't even hear that shit. Hold on, we're gonna turn it off again. Turn it back on. Let's see. Yeah, we got it now. Ooh. Story 1.
It was December 31st, New Year's Eve. My friend Alex hired me to watch his dog Bailey for the weekend while he was out of town for the New Year. I'm 35, he's 27, so I don't have that same urge to go out and party for New Year's Eve like he does. So I was more okay with making some money and taking it easy for the night. New Year's Eve was on a Saturday. He left for the city early in the day when I got there. He'd be back Sunday night.
Wait, hold on. Did they say New Year's was on a Saturday? Damn. Was New Year's on Saturday for us? I thought it was Sunday. New Year's Eve was on a Saturday? My boy, I want to rewind that back just to see what going on. Alright, let's go again.
He left for the city early in the day when I got there.
No, hold on.
Me to watch his dog Bailey for the weekend while he was out of town for the New Year. I'm 35, he's 27, so I don't have that same urge to go out and party for New Year's Eve like he does. So I was more okay with making some money and taking it easy for the night. New Year's Eve was on a Saturday. He left.
My boy, I gotta check that out. New Year's Eve was on a Saturday. Hold on. That must have been years ago, because we had New Year's Eve on a Sunday. I pretty think so, man, right?
For the city early in the day when I got there. He'd be back Sunday night.
You already know I got my juice.
He left me with very basic instructions. To just feed him and walk him twice a day and keep him off the furniture. Bailey is a very small husky mix. I'm not sure what else she is, but she's about a third the size of a regular husky. And she's very quiet and well behaved. Hence why Alex was okay with me watching her instead of a dog sitter. I brought a backpack which contained my laptop, charger, toiletries, and a change of clothes for Sunday. Alex and I don't go way back. We met through mutual friends and had started going out occasionally on the weekends ever since. I would be sleeping in the spare bedroom of his house on the futon. Throughout the day, I just did stuff on my laptop and played some of Alex's video games.
Hey man, y'all hear my stomach. I ain't buying no more fast food. Well, you know what I mean? I don't eat fast food, bro. Once in a while with the holidays, man, I had doing their egg rolls. I had garlic fingers. I ain't ate the. I don't know why I got doing their pizza, but I don't really do pork like I used to. I'm kind of like, I wouldn't say Muslim, but trying to learn about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Later in the night, I invited my girl over with Alex's permission. His response was, "You better not in my bed," a way of jokingly saying yes, she can come over. She said she'd be getting out of work after 12, but then she'd come straight over. Alex's house is about half an hour from us, so my girl Trisha wouldn't be getting there until late. I had to kill the time alone with Bailey watching movies until then. We were in the living room, and Bailey was by my feet. It was probably 9 p.m. when the doorbell rang. I went to answer the door, and it was a girl at the door. She looked about 30. She had a hoodie.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. I just ordered doorbell alarm off freaking Amazon. So look, you know what I'm saying. That's why I got guys. Man, that's why you heard me. I got the weed vape. You know what I mean. It's still a little early. People still up, so you ain't gotta. I do late at night, but usually everybody asleep. But I mean, if I get a doorbell alarm, I can see who creeping around. Amazon too, man. Like Amazon keeps on dropping packages when I order stuff, and bro, they be just getting in without confirming and letting me know. So if I'm not home, that doorbell will tell me if Amazon was here, because I can look through my phone with the camera. Man, so that's supposed to be in there Thursday, so I'm hoping that shit gonna go well.
On and was holding a jacket. She introduced herself as Alex's girlfriend and said she left something here that she needed to grab. I offered to grab it if she wanted, and she said no, it's okay. She knew where it was in his room. I said okay, that's fine, and let her inside. She went straight upstairs to Alex's room and slightly closed the door behind her.
Oh yeah, not this pay, but the next pay. Also too, man, I already told you guys, I'm also saying on the other channel, I had a female I was talking to, man. It's crazy, bro. I thought she was, well, I didn't really think, man, I know how females roll, right? But I didn't think she was going to disappear all that quick. Yeah, man, I haven't heard from her since, like, 3 days now, you must say. It's crazy, man, because, like, she had a lot of kids, right? So I feel like she didn't want me to get too close to the kid because she been through a lot of traumatic, but still don't give you the right to ghost someone, you know what I'm saying? I'm the one that usually do the ghosts. I'm like, yo, I'm ghost. Like, but that's why, man, I learned with this thing, and my dog, my cousin was saying it was probably because she was like groupie and shit. But it's weird because, man, she want my Snapchat. I don't know if y'all know what Snapchat is. I got a lot of females on there, and then, I always try to keep you updated about my life, but hey, man, I got a computer out of it, and an audio interface. I didn't really care about that because she still got all my socials, so she's still gonna see what's going on. But if you're out there, man, just let me know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no hard fire play, man. I still will rock with you, but I don't know, man. That's just crazy,
without
bro.
latching it, I right away texted Alex. I didn't know you had a girlfriend. She was in there for.
I chose Wix for my business
man,
because of its massive scope for functionality and
for quite some time until she came back.
That's why I said the girlfriend part, because like I said, I was getting to the point, bro, and it's the worst thing, and I'm gonna give you some game, yo. Like, be careful not to put your heart into. I didn't really put my heart into this time. That's why I'm proud of myself, so it don't really affect me. But like, more you think about it, like, what going on, like, what really happened, like, what did I do? You know what I'm saying? So like, you really trying to think like it was my fault that this shit happened. You know what I'm saying? But I already told her, like, I was trying to get her something. I don't know, like, it could have been something nice. Man, I'm very blunt, right? But she say she would rock with me, so it ain't probably really a big problem. But her phone wasn't working too, man. So I feel like it might be like she just needs some time. She might pop up. Women always come back, you know what I mean? So she's got me still on the socials and then block or nothing. So we'll see what happens in the future, man. But till then, ladies, I'm open. I'm just saying.
Out, still holding her jacket. She came back down the stairs and thanked me and was going straight for the door. I tried to stop her for a quick conversation, saying, "How long have you guys been dating?" And she said, "Too long," then laughed, as if making a joke. I laughed too, and then she said, "Have a good night." I was a bit surprised by the interaction, but what I gathered from it was they had probably just recently broken up. Now I started to worry that maybe I shouldn't have let her in. Since Alex hadn't answered my text yet, I called him a few times.
Wait. You let her in? Hold on, bro. I must be lost. You let her in? Oh, man. These new people are crazy, bro. I wouldn't do all that.
He was out with his friends in a loud setting, so he could hardly hear me until he went outside to talk. I told him his girlfriend just came by to grab something, and he was completely bewildered at what I was saying. "Who are you talking about?" he said. I responded, "She said she was your girlfriend. I didn't get a name." He said in a yell, "You know I don't have a girlfriend. What did she look like?" I started.
Oh, man. That what he talking about. I'm like, bro, I was trying to figure out what was going on, man. Yeah.
Really stupid just about now. I described the girl, and he said he had no idea who this could have been. I then proceeded to explain to him that she went upstairs to his room for a few minutes, then came back down. This was when he started freaking out. He told me to go up to his room now and check if she stole anything. Of course, I didn't know what was in his room beforehand, so he had me check for specific things, which all appeared to still be there. He tried hard to figure out who it could have been, and said he'd call me back after he made some calls and sent me some pictures of different girls. Understandably, this was putting a damper on his night. I could tell he'd already been drinking, so I felt awfully stupid for letting some random girl into the house. He started sending me screenshots of different girls' Instagram accounts, none of them resembling the girl who came in. When I said no to all of them, he went silent for an hour. Then he texted me randomly, "I think I know who it was. Make sure she doesn't come back." I didn't ask any further questions.
Bro sound like he had a bad ex, look, you know what I'm saying? Bro, like, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I always do, man. I had a female, she wasn't really like ex. You know how you pick a female and you just like, that's all you doing, you just having sex and all that extra stuff. But like, man, it came to the point, bro, she got addicted to me. I really wanted her like that at first, man, because, you know, I was the first, this is the first bad one I actually hammer down, you heard me? So I was like, bro, nah. And then she started getting all crazy, man. Homeless situation. I don't name the name, but bro, she still on my Instagram this today. She always checking on me, man. She asked, "Oh man, I'm so proud of you doing the only Seereal shit." And I'm like, yeah, bro, I ain't fuck with that girl no more. Come on now, we ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of these females, bro, just the modern female, man. I might have to start a podcast about that, man, cause like, bro, don't let your heart get attached to nobody, bro, nowadays. Because ain't nobody nothing but a robot, man. I swear, bro. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to keep it real.
Questions. I responded, "Okay, my bad," and left it at that. Clearly, Alex was going through some serious girl drama, or so I thought. I watched the ball drop alone. Not that I really care about the new year or the ball drop at all. Later that night, Trisha finally made it over, and so we hung out in the living room together. I told her what happened, and she was shocked. But then a freakish coincidence happened. Bailey lifted her head and looked at the front door, and then there was a knocking at the door.
Oh, come on, bruh. It must be these type of horror ones, because every time I guess, man, every time I do this, man, I would get some commercials, bro. Yeah, play for YouTube Premium, they say. And I'm like, bruh, why would I pay for YouTube Premium? I mean, maybe when I get monetized, I might do that, you know.
Whoever it was didn't ring the bell. There was no shot I was opening it. I called Alex a bunch of times, but he didn't pick up. He was wasted and didn't even feel his phone vibrating. Trisha and I stayed quiet, and eventually, whoever it was went away. I was honestly unnerved now. Surely it was in connection to whoever that girl was earlier. Maybe it was even her again. Either way, I didn't want to get involved any further in what was going on. After this, we decided to migrate to the spare bedroom where we'd stay for the...
Oh yeah, bro. Am I sniffing? My sinus is always messed up this time of the year. Winter here, you know what I'm saying? We probably got like 2 to 3 more months of winter. It was a mild winter, but man, it's cold out there. I gotta tell you
The
that.
night on the futon. We had a movie on as we laid down and I held her. We fell asleep in this position and woke up at some unknown hour in the night, which I later found out was less than an hour after we fell asleep. I woke to Bailey's howling. She was in the room with us. Trisha woke up after me. Bailey was at the bedroom door with her tail wagging, howling. I whispered, "Bailey, shush." She looked at me and then came over, but she stayed staring at the door, now growling, making unhappy whimpering sounds. Then there were footsteps outside on the wood floors. We heard what had to be at least 2 pairs of footsteps, tiptoeing to the door. And then the door...
Oh, gee, man, I almost fell out the chair, man. But I just showing you. I'm just showing you how I be going, man. I ain't no playing around like that. You hear me?
Twisted. By force of habit, we had the door locked, thankfully. And a girl's voice said, "Alex?" I looked at Trisha and signaled for her to stay quiet. That girl was not alone. Another light tap at the door, and then the girl's voice said, "Who's in there? This is Alex's house." I made the decision to say in a loud voice, almost a yell, "The cops have been on their way for a few minutes now, just so you know."
Bruh, the cops ain't on their way. You already know when the cops on their way. Well, it had been my black ass. You know, them cops ain't coming till 40 to 50 to 60. 2 hours later, bro. Call on understand that you be a Caucasian. Hi, I need help. They be there in an instant. My ass.
The girl said, "Who are you?" I didn't bite. I whispered to Trisha to actually call the police. And she did. The entire time she whispered into the phone. I said loud and clear, "I dare you to do something, because the time you do it, the cops will be running through the front door." I heard a whisper on the other side of the door. Then, multiple pairs of footsteps walking away from the door. We stayed in the room, waiting for the cops to get there. Since the front door was left wide open by those people, the cops came right in. The house was clear by this point. I gave my entire...
That's the only time the cops will come in. When the door is wide open. Because if it's locked, they like, "Police! Police! We're coming in!" Like, you know what I mean? Doing the extraness, bro. Instead of just like, "Yo, this is the police. We're here." They be just like, "Police, police, police, we're coming in." Bro, we already know you're the police. Just come the fuck in. Especially when we just called you, bro. Like, just come in, bro. Like, especially, man, we just called you, bro. Just come in. Why are you doing all that extra shit? This police, man. This is the
Fair
police.
recount of the story, and then called Alex multiple times until he finally picked up, still sounding pretty drunk. One cop talked with him on the phone for a few minutes, while I sat with Trisha speaking with another cop. After all this was said and done, the accepted assumption was that there was a key in Alex's room taken by that girl from hours before. This was a pretty messy situation, since Alex couldn't just come all the way home this late. He practically begged me to stay the rest of the night. I had Trisha go home. I stayed because I felt responsible for letting that girl in the first place.
My boy, of course you felt responsible. You let a stranger in. You didn't even get it identified who exactly it was. You just said, "Oh yeah, that's soon." Bruh, that's why I get in the camera on the my apartment door. We're starting off apartment, you already know. I'm probably gonna move to a bigger apartment. And probably like, man, sometime in the summer, I'm gonna look around. I know things are expensive, but I'm saving my money, man. I need a better apartment. You know what I'm saying? Like, this one it's alright, bro, but, you know, it's crazy, though, when you gotta take all that stuff down, man, and probably order some stuff again and start all over, you know what I'm saying? But I have videos all done for the week, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll announce, "Oh, yeah, I'm in my new crib." But, yeah, and then after that, we're gonna go to a house and I'll talk about that.
Stayed locked in that room the rest of the night with Bailey. I literally wedged a chair against the front door, some half-assed attempt at keeping them out if they decided to return. By morning, though, it seemed that they didn't return. Alex came back earlier that day than originally planned. I'm not going to air out any more private information to the internet than I already have, just in case anyone who knows him can figure out this story is about him. But he did tell me who he thought the girl was, and the story behind it proves that men have to be careful too with the women they choose to interact with. That girl and whoever was with her's intention of breaking in wasn't to steal anything evidently, which is the scariest part. He changed his locks ASAP. I can't even imagine staying in that house if I were him after this. However, it's been a year.
If I was him, gone. Bro, like, the thing is about it, like, people say, yo, I'm gonna go back in that house. I ain't going back in there. After come on, bro. Ain't no way, Jose.
And as far as I know, nothing has happened. Unless he's keeping more to the story he told me, a secret.
Story 2.
Two Chance is even bigger this
Lord,
January.
have mercy.
$100,000 in cash.
After
My
returning
dog
from a
got nothing
night
but
to
these
celebrate the
commercials.
arrival of the new year, my husband and I returned to our apartment complex to turn in for the night. We both had a couple of drinks, but neither of us were intoxicated. As much as we enjoy partying with friends, when it comes down to it, we are really just homebodies. We lived in the corner penthouse suite of our complex. Although this was never confirmed, it was suspected the owners wanted to convert this apartment complex into condos. The rent certainly was not cheap, and access was limited to this floor. Upon entering the building, there is a walk-up, 2 secure doors, and every now and then, there would be a doorman to greet you as you entered or exited. There were also multiple security cameras placed throughout and around the building. It was an especially cold evening, and when we returned, there was no doorman present. It was late, at least 2 a.m. The foyer was empty, and one of the lights flickered softly. My husband and I entered the elevator and pressed the button to the top floor. The elevator ride was smooth, and as we ascended, I could feel myself becoming more relaxed, excited to finally be home and able
Relax like this weed got me, bro. Holy man, I was so focused in there, I forgot, bro. I was watching this.
to rest.
Oh
My
Lord,
feet were killing me from
Some-
wearing heels all night in the bitter cold.
this is good, bro. It's tropical burst, man. That how much did they put in there, man? I'm gonna tell you all kinds of stuff that happened yesterday, in the new year when we finished it, man.
The bell chimed, signaling we had reached our floor. The door slid open, and we turned the corner to the left. Like I said, our suite was the corner suite at the end of the hall. However, something caught our eye. A woman, or what at least looked like a woman, was meandering through the hallway. Her hair was dark and scattered. It looked to be matted and covered her face. She wore a black lace dress that was torn and looked to be in bad shape. Thinking back, I don't even think she had any footwear on. We assumed she was intoxicated and was having difficulty finding her suite. Although on closer inspection, she didn't look familiar. We knew all of our neighbors, as like I said, access was limited on this floor. I looked at my husband, who stood still as well. I could see he was contemplating the same thoughts. I asked him, should we ask if she needs help? He looked at me and said, just wait, maybe she's just drunk and having a hard time finding her suite. The woman just continued to slowly slide herself along the walls of the hallway, stopping at each door and peering through the exterior peepholes. Admittedly, this was creepy, but it just added to the...
It wouldn't be no immediately. It'd be exactly. It is creepy, because what? Ain't no way, bro. That's why I say I'm getting a doorbell camera, so I can see. Cause I remember, bro, I was sitting up, and I looked, and man, I seen someone just walking down. You heard me, and they jammed my door. And I was on my way, and I'm like, hello? Oh, sorry. That must have been the wrong door. No, bro. Ain't no way. You can't trust everybody. That's why you need cameras in your building, bro. And they should have some kind of camera on the door anyway, or in the hallway, but they don't. And Amazon always dropping the package off. Me off, all that. I ain't got time for
Theory
that.
that she was a drunk woman looking for her friends. She was humming, or what I believe was humming. The sound was something between a
She would have got a slap. Hey, come on. Get the hell out of here with all that. You heard me?
growl and a hum. We stood there in utter disbelief and awe. However, there was a veil of tension and uneasiness that lingered. The strange woman stumbled through the hallway, hunched over until she pulled herself up to peer through the peephole. She eventually got to a suite of an elderly lady, whom I have a strong connection with. We'll just call her Tilly. Tilly was the sort of woman whose family had neglected her and rarely visited. She would bring my husband and I baked goods from time to time. I would bring her leftovers and assist her with groceries and medication frequently. Tilly's smoke alarm would constantly go off. I would have to...
What kind of dog name is Chili? It almost sounds like chili. Nah, I just high.
rush over
Real
and pull
talk.
out the smoldering toast from her toaster and fan her smoke alarm until it stopped beeping. At times a nuisance, but it would always turn into tea time. Nevertheless, I cared about Tilly, so when I saw this strange woman peer into her peephole, I reacted. I blurted out, "Excuse me, are you alright?" I could feel myself lose confidence as I asked. The strange woman seemed to shudder for a moment and hunched over to the floor. She looked like she was about to puke, or was frightened by my voice. My husband and I stepped closer, but the woman then let out a series of...
Why the hell y'all gotta step closer to something? Bro, I just don't understand.
soft and menacing laughs just barely audible.
This mistake is costing Amazon Prime shoppers big. Are you still using
Ain't
Prime?
nobody care.
Because
Ain't nobody
at this
care. Ain't nobody
I
care.
have to admit,
These
in this
commercials,
moment I was
man.
thoroughly creeped out and reached for my cell phone. It was uncomfortable because we couldn't get to our suite without having to walk right past this deranged woman. My husband said, "Hey, did you hear us? Do you need help?" Her laugh began to grow into what was a steady cackle. The strange woman then stood up. As she stood up, her cackle became a mixture between a cackle and a boisterous growl. She then stumbled forward
What's she growling for?
and continued walking down the hall. There was a staircase just outside of our suite. I assumed she was making her way to the stairs, just too embarrassed to walk past us to the elevator. Maybe she was just a drunk woman and this was nothing more than an uncomfortable standoff with a sad and intoxicated woman. I mean, if she was really that drunk, the stairs probably weren't a good idea. We were on the 7th floor. Nevertheless, I just didn't feel like it was worth the risk to engage with this woman. I just wanted to enter my suite and dive into bed. It was late, and my feet still hurt. As we took a few steps forward, the woman stopped. Almost with laser precision, she stood up completely straight, looked right at our door, and then began to pound on our door screaming bloody murder. I could feel myself becoming swallowed with fear. I reached for my cell phone and
man.
began to dial 911. The woman kept pounding on our door and screaming. To be honest, I'm surprised none of our neighbors came out to see what was happening. Part of me thinks they were too afraid themselves and were probably peering out of their peepholes, afraid of what our neighbors would think.
The neighbors ain't calling the cops? Bro, I must be completely too high.
My husband said, "Hey, what are you doing? Stop that." And just like that, the strange woman stopped, fell to the ground, and began crawling quickly towards us. She looked up for a brief second. All I could see were her dark eyes. Her mouth seemed to be stained black, and she was growling again. But this time, it was as if there was something in her throat that she was choking on. Frozen with fear, my husband and
Holy crap. They would never get me to that close. Cause you already know me. Come on
I
now.
just watched until she flashed us a menacing hiss, the kind you would hear in a movie, but never imagine in real life. Terrified, I whipped off my shoes and my husband and I ran towards the staircase on the other side of the building. We didn't want to risk waiting for the elevator and have her catching up. We went down 2 flights of stairs and stopped to listen if she was making her way down the stairs. But it was almost impossible to hear as my heart was pounding so hard. I thought to myself, what the hell was going on? We waited there for 10 minutes or so, until eventually we had the courage to head up the stairs and back to our suite. The woman was gone, and so we entered our...
I'm saying this one says 3. It's like 14 minutes and it's 18, so I don't know if we're gonna get 3. It might be just 2. They might have made mistakes, so we'll see. Story
I
good
was
so
just
far,
relieved to
man.
finally be safe in my home. My husband sent a text to our landlord, and he replied that we would hear from him in the morning. I was so unbelievably exhausted, but found it incredibly difficult to sleep. The sound of that woman's growling...
I don't care. And the landlord, when something in paranormal extreme happens like that, I go stay at mom's or dad's or something, man. You won't see me back in that place. Maybe till the next morning or something.
And cackling rang in my ears. I hardly slept. The next day,
Oh,
when my
you wouldn't
husband
even
went to
sleep
speak
in
to the
there.
landlord. He asked him to check the security cameras, although nothing turned up. The landlord said the cameras glitched due to the frigid temperatures last night. To this
Yeah,
day,
of
I still
course.
don't know what to think. That woman most certainly had problems. The question is, was she dangerous? We moved about a year later, but every New Year's Eve,
They moved about a year later. I moved the next day. Anything that causes me my peace or some kind of harm or something negative, something scary, man, I'm out of it. If something right now knocked at my door and, I got out, I would literally call the landlord tomorrow. I'm gonna give you my early lease, get a lawyer, this pit, no. And I would fight it. I don't care what they say. It wouldn't be
I
staying
still
there.
think about that night.
Okay, this is story 3, so we do get time for story 3.
Go into the fold and
Man,
turn website
Y'all
layouts
getting
into
paid
an
a
art
lot for
form
the
with
ass
Wix
commercials and
Studio.
shit.
It was
God,
New Year's Eve
oh.
of 2020, and all of us were ready for this horrible year to be over. My friend Logan was throwing a house party. I arrived early.
That'd be the best thing when it's over, man. Like, Christmas, and I'm glad, man. It's probably probably when I leave out here in a sec, man, after I do one more video. Ain't gonna be no traffic, man. Christmas and New Year's
To
over.
help set things up. I secured a spot to sleep in his parents' room, meaning I could drive to the party and drink without having to worry about driving home. His parents obviously weren't home for the night. Most of our close friends in our friend group came, plus a bunch of Logan's friends who I didn't know. The party was fun. At midnight, everyone screamed Happy New Year and cheers their drinks. After that, people slowly started circulating out, and the party started to quiet down, as people went to either other parties, bars, or home. The later the night got, the more it became just the closer friends staying behind until it just turned into a chill drinking session in the living room. This went on late into the night. It was likely 3 a.m. when the last of everyone who wasn't sleeping at Logan's house was gone. As it quieted down, we started hearing this occasional sound. At first we didn't know what it was, but it soon started to sound like a creaking sound. It was dismissed as a sound from the fridge or something at first, which I know sounds stupid, but house appliances often make weird noises. It was just Logan, me, and Cody. Cody was falling asleep on the couch already. It was reaching that time where we were just going to go to sleep. However, eventually we got so bothered by the noise that we had to search. We went to the kitchen, and it wasn't coming from...
I ain't searching, bro. We ain't doing that. There's no way, bro. Like, come on. Why are we always investigating to get killed? Is that normally what people do? Investigate to get killed? Bruh, man, I ain't with all
in
that.
there. We realized when we were close to the basement door that it was coming from downstairs. Logan opened the door, and we heard this creak.
And you already know they're gonna go downstairs and then see something, and then all this extra thing's gonna go, and then they're like, oh, come on, bro. The same story, the same more glory. You heard me?
Sound. Go check what it is, I said. He kept saying, no way. Then he called down into the basement, yo, who's down there?
Check what it
Creaking
is.
stopped, and we never heard it again.
See, look. See, that's why I don't let the flash in the background, but it's coming for the laptop. Alright, let's get back into it.
Again.
We almost done now.
After a solid minute of waiting at the top of the stairs, we agreed to go down together. We both grabbed knives, drunkenly thinking that was a good idea, when in reality we were so drunk we'd probably only hurt ourselves with them. We got to the bottom of the stairs and looked through the entire basement. It's not huge. It just has a couch, TV, a bar, a table in the corner, and various old pieces of junk. It was pretty messy at the time. The first thing we did was search any possible crevice for someone who could be hiding. Then we tried to figure out what could have been making that sound. I noticed a rocking chair, and so I went up to it, sat in it, and then started rocking in it. And it made the exact same creaking sound we had been hearing.
Oh, hell Hell nah, bro. Ain't no way Jose would have been out of there, man.
Logan and I looked at each other. I stood up, and so did every hair on my body. I don't think we ever ran faster than we did when we ran up those stairs.
My niggas, that's what I'm talking about. You heard me? Gone. There's no way if they would have been so foolish if they still stayed there, bro. Would have been so foolish, man. Would have been dumb, bro. Come on now.
And slammed the door shut. We tried to come up with any logical explanation, but there was none. He kept the basement door locked for days until his parents came back. There was no living soul down there, but something was moving that rocking chair. That rocking chair used to belong to his grandma, who passed away forever ago, and it's just something his mom held onto for sentimental reasons. I can't say I've ever experienced anything resembling the paranormal before this, nor since then. It still sends chills down my spine.
Man, you going for the rest of your life with chill down your spine, bro? Like, hold on, man. We gonna end this. So, yo, we done. That's probably the end of scary. Sorry, why do I always say that? Insane, crazy ghost stories. The Seereal squad, you already know, man. So, what I was gonna, that video was cool, man. Like, honestly, I'm gonna say, there's no way, and I like ghost stories, exciting, but there's no way if I actually hear something, I'm gonna stay there, man. You know what I'm saying? Bro, here's the thing too, man. When I get a little bit up there, and this one's a little stronger than the one really knowing me smoke, I still know what's going on, bro, and I know I'm getting the hell out of there before some paranormal extra stuff happens. Like, for real, bro. Take that serious, man. Like, I wouldn't do all that, bro. There's no way. Jose! Ain't no way, Jose. But yo, alright. I'm gonna talk what I was talking about. The end of the video. So we're going to interesting facts. I actually had that on earlier on the thing. We're gonna educate people on the facts that we don't know. The other channel, I decided to do music reviews. So music reviews probably be Monday. Or music reviews of products is one of the ones. Probably gonna do the products, like promote products that I wear and stuff. You know what I mean? Certain stuff that people got. I'll buy that and I'll promote it. Make a video, put it on my channel. And then Friday will just be like the prank videos. You know what I mean? Prank videos to react to any prank videos. So that's what we're gonna do. Them 2 seasons. So that's what we got going on. And after that, we probably gonna go back to scary stories, after interesting facts, and then eventually we might jump on to something different. But we probably gotta finish that thing this season. So I'm only trying to get 2. You know what I'm saying? Keep the seasons going. After that, we're gonna go back to the music reaction on not this channel, the other one. So we're gonna do all that, get that done. Yeah. Pretty much, and the skits are gonna come out probably. I said I was gonna start streaming, but bro, I don't know if it's gonna stream this year or next year. Cause it's 2024 now, but I think I might stream next year, 2025. My viewers might be up and base and stuff, you heard me? But like I was talking to, man, I always really wanted a female on my squad, you know what I'm saying? The Seereal squad. So, I was talking to this girl for a minute, man. Everything was going well. We never met. So, I always try to talk to girls further than me. I don't think I'm going to do that no more, bro. Because I can't trust a female, you know what I'm saying? But I really did trust her. She went and for Christmas, guess what she got me, man? She got me a laptop, bro. A brand new laptop. Even though I use, like, you know what I'm saying? My other laptop, I got that one. And then, hold on, I'm going to show y'all what I got. So a lot of people don't know, man. I got another channel called Seereal Goes Hard. I do music and Seereal beats, so I make beats too. So audio interface. I'm gonna check this out. It's got a slower solo. You heard me? Yeah, we're gonna see what gonna happen on there, my boy. We're gonna actually build a studio in here. I don't know if I'll stay in this crib, man. I really don't. I might stay another year and then I might be gone, but I said I was gonna move up my city, man. So But you know, the plan was when you meet someone, it's like, damn. So I really don't want to get someone down here, man, because I know I'm not gonna be down here forever. But you know what I'm saying? It all might work out. You never know what's really gonna happen nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So me and my boy trying to start a business. Is what always my cousin and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I got that business up there. It's 2024. I gotta work on that. I just gotta launch the domain. You know what I mean? And then sales will start coming. And I gotta order a bunch of product and we go from there. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to do everything at once, right? So, but man. So we are done, man, with the, I think we is 7, 8, yeah, that's the 8 one. No, I think we got one more. I'm pretty sure we got one more. I don't know. If not, man, I think we got one more to come right there. If not, then that's it, the scary movies. But you already know, man, it's another Seereal squad. Stay spooky. I only see real. I only see real. I only